Good morning, students. Today we study about the reproduction in Funaria. In last period we studied about the external morphology and internal morphology of gametophyte of Funaria. Today we study about the reproduction in Funaria. In Funaria, reproduction takes place by means of two methods: vegetative reproduction and sexual reproduction. Vegetative reproduction takes place by again forced methods, by gymma formation, by primary protonyma, by secondary protonyma, and by death and decay of older parts of the plant or gametophyte. First one by gymma means some multicellular structures are formed at the apex of stem, lateral branches, again tips of the leaves, and again on the underground rhizoids. These multicellular structures are called gymma. When they get detached from the parent plant, they develop into new Funaria. Second method by primary protonyma means after formation of the spore germinate and gives rise to a branch structure. That branch filamentous structure is called as primary protonyma. Means after germination of the spore, it gives rise to a branch filamentous structure called as primary protonyma. On these primary protonyma, after get fragmented into number of pieces, on each one it develops a new Funaria plant. Then third method is by secondary protonyma. Means the branch filamentous structure develops from the vegetative part of the stem, branches or leaves. From the vegetative part of the gametophyte, branch filamentous structure are formed. These are called the secondary protonyma. While the primary protonyma are formed after the germination of spore, while the secondary protonyma develops from the vegetative part of the gametophyte, means from leaves, from branches or from stem. When they get detached from the parent plant, they develop again new Funaria plant. This is the third method. Fourth method, by death and decay of older parts of the plant. Means the Funaria plant, looks like a angiospermic plant having main stem-like structure and lateral branches. When the plant become old, that time the older main stem becomes dead and the lateral branches get separated from the parent plant. These separated branches grow into new Funaria plant. This is about the by death and decay of older parts of the plant. Means in this manner, vegetative reproduction in Funaria takes place. Then another method is sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction, it is also oogamous type. Male sex organ and female sex organs may develop on the same plant or may develop on two different plants. The male sex organ is called as antheridium and female sex organ is called as archegonium. The male sex organ, they are formed in clusters, means in groups, on the apices of main axis or main stem, and they are along with the sex organs some multicellular hair-like structures are present. They are called paraphyses. And all the sex organs get covered by means of a bract-like structures. They are called perigonial leaves. Means the species of Funaria, they may be monoecious or dioecious. In monoecious species, both male and female sex organ develop on same plant, while in dioecious or heterothallic species, male and female plant are different, and the male and female sex organs develop on the apices of main axis as well as lateral branches, and all the sex organs remain protected by means of a covering called as perigonial leaves or perichetial leaves. They prevent the sex organ from desiccation, and also on anthradial branch and archegonial branch some multicellular hair-like structures are present. They are called paraphyses. They retain the water in them and they prevent the desiccation of sex organ. Then next is structure of antheridia. As the antheridia are formed on the apices of main branches, they are formed in groups or clusters, and along with the antheridia again number of multicellular hairs are present having 3 to 4 cell structure. They are called the paraphyses. The terminal cell of the paraphyses, they are globular in structure and they contain chloroplast in them. That's why they perform the function of photosynthesis and also store the water in them. Then the structure of antheridium, it consists of multicellular stalk and globular body. The globular body remains surrounded by a single layer sterile jacket. At the apices of the jacket, there are 2 to 3 some thick-walled cells. They form the operculum for the dehiscence of male gametes. And inside the jacket, there are number of cells called as androcyte cells. These androcyte cells later on develops into biflagellate uninucleate haploid male gamete called as antherozoid. After formation of number of male gametes, the jacket layer absorbs water. That's why the thick cells are opercular cells. They burst and passages from through which, along with the mucilaginous mass, male gametes liberates out. This is about the antheridial structure. Then the structure of archegonia. Likewise, the archegonia are also formed in groups at the apices of lateral branches, along with the multicellular hairs called as paraphyses. The difference between the paraphyses of antheridia and archegonial branch is that in antheridial branch, the terminal cell of the paraphyses, they are globular, while in case of archegonial branch, the terminal cell is not globular, it is as the normal shape. This is the difference between the antheridial branch and archegonia. Again, all the archegonia remain surrounded by a sterile protective leaves called as perigonial leaves or perichetial leaves. Then each archegonium, it is flask-like structure having elongated neck and basal globular part called as venter. It remains attached by means of a short stalk. In globular part, venter remains surrounded by 2-layered wall, while the neck remains surrounded by a single layered wall. In venter, there is a single venter canal cell and single egg cell. While in neck region there are many neck canal cells. At the apices it is covered by means of a cover cells. After maturity of archegonium during fertilization, the water is essential for fertilization. Prior to fertilization, the neck canal cells and ventral canal cells disappear and they form a mucilaginous mass. They absorb water, that's why it exerts pressure at the tip of the archegonium and the cover cell gets separated and passage is formed. At the same time, the number of male gametes which are formed in antheridium, they swim in water along with their flagella and they come near to the neck of archegonium. They enter through the neck up to the venter, but only one of the male gamete fuses with the female gamete, that is egg, and fertilization is effected. In this manner, the sexual reproduction in Funaria takes place.